The Nets are looking to use Cam Johnson to acquire another lottery pick in this draft. They have 4 picks in the first round. One is in the lottery. You got 2 at the end of the first round, and another one, I think it's 18, something like that. So the Nets have picks. They can include a bunch of picks to try to get up that on top of using Cam Johnson. Would the Houston Rockets be interested in that? Now, Cam Johnson would bring a player that can score, right? We know that Cam Johnson can score, but is that the type of scoring that the Houston Rockets are looking for? That's a question that you would have to ask. It's really good speculation because I think there's a natural fit between what both these teams are looking for. I just personally think that the Houston Rockets are aiming a little bit higher than a player the caliber of Cam Johnson's. But maybe there is some business to be done with that, right? I'm not here to act like I'm the end-all, be-all. I would love to hear from you guys on that one. What do you think if the Rockets, if no star becomes, because we still don't know if any star is going to become available. We don't know what's going on with Giannis. The Phoenix Suns seem like they are non-committal on trading Kevin Durant. That they are as open to trading, keeping him as they are, maybe even more so open to keeping him than trading him right now. But Cam Johnson, a player that averaged 18 points per game, on 47% shooting from the field, 39% shooting from 3. Would that be enough offense with the defense that they've had, or they do something like that rather than add a young talent to this draft, kind of a more proven piece? Cam Johnson is 29 years old. He turns 30 in March. So, the majority of the way through the season, maybe there's something there. Again, this isn't my rumor. I didn't come up with this. I would have, but it makes some sense, right? It makes some sense for that if it lands here. And the projected deal that was pushed for it was Cam Johnson and pick number 26 for Jock Landale, Cam Whitmore, and the number 10 pick. I think that you can probably net a little bit more if you're going to use Cam Whitmore and the number 10 pick. Personally, maybe I'm just too high on Cam Whitmore, which could completely be. And please do not be afraid to tell me, Haize, you're too high on him right now. You're way too high on Cam Whitmore, because that could very well be possible. I've been too high on guys before, right? So I love that, but maybe this is something that the Rockets look to do. Could the Houston Rockets look to get Cam Johnson to add to that team rather than take the big leap and the big contract commitment to getting a star in here? You get a younger player in Cam Johnson locked in, who is locked in the contract for another few years as well. So you have that, and he comes into a role where he just has to do what he does best. And you have defenders around you that can help overcome that part of you in the game. And maybe that's what it's going to do. Maybe that's worth it. So we'll see what happens with that. Overall, this, as we keep saying on basically every episode, because I do believe it is 100% true, this is going to be a wild offseason where we're going to see some things that we just don't expect to happen.